Now let's talk about listening tours. One of the best ways to learn more, recruit, but also build relationships and trust. Well, first, what are listening tours? These are events organized in a public space where you and your members, your team, volunteers, where you can have a short conversations with your target group, but with a focus on asking them questions and listening in order to understand what are their main challenges, to learn more about their values, what they care about, and that way develop more trust and connection. And why it works. Most people are used to being talked at, especially in the streets when activists approach you. This is opposite. We're empowering them to share their concerns and ideas. This creates different type of relationship and develops trust. Now, the first step is the strategic step. Pick your target tier. You can use what we talked about before. For example, maybe you want to talk to your sympathizers, your tier 2, people who already kind of agree with you but are not active yet. And inside that tier, maybe you want to particularly focus on students. Once you choose your group, your tier, then ask, where do these people actually spend time? This will help you choose your locations. So for students, that might be university campuses, if you're allowed to go there, student centers, dorm areas, and so forth. You'll know what it is in your city, in your community. Now, the next step is you need to organize teams. You create small teams of 2 to 5 people. And at the beginning, have 2 people always working together to break the fear and learn faster. Then you can have each volunteer working on their own, talking to people to be more efficient, but always start in pairs because that helps learning, overcoming fear to talking to strangers, and so forth. And then also huddle for a few minutes after each 3-4 conversations, especially at the beginning, to check in, share experiences, see what you learned, and then go back to action. Step 3 then would be, well, how do you even have these conversations? Remember, the goal is not to persuade. The goal is to listen and understand. So you would go up to a person, you would introduce yourself, and maybe ask a question. You could say, hi, I'm Nicola. We're talking with people today in this community to understand what matters most to them. What issue mostly concerns you? Or what is the issue that you care about the most? Something like that. You can play with this, you get creative. And after that, maybe they'll answer something, you can follow up with, oh, what makes this issue so important to you? You always want to probe and ask questions about values to understand what is the purpose, what are the values behind their reasoning. And lastly, ask them, what do you think we could do about this? Or what do you think we should do about this challenge that you care about? Now, sometimes at the end, if you feel there's an opening, you can share more a bit about your organization briefly and maybe even introduce ask. Would you be interested in learning more about our organization at the next event this Monday at 6 p.m. at this location? And remember, no debating, no arguing, no long speeches, and always try to end with a small ask if there's an opportunity for that. And if they say yes, you collect contact info and ask them another question, maybe, is there a friend that you can bring to this event? So you see, you have to feel during the conversation if there's a space for ask, for a commitment. And you will learn this through action. The more you do it, the more people you talk to, the better you'll get at it, the better you'll read the situation when it's a good opportunity to ask. In the end, always thank people for their time, be polite. And this method really works because it follows trust. It's simple, it's respectful, and it grows your campaign through real relationships and through using a listening tool in order to understand people better. People like to be understood. So give it a try. Nothing beats learning through action, right?